Good morning students. Myself Juhi Saxena and I am the faculty of US Academy Institute, Gorakhpur. Today I am here with the 6th video for class 11th student. Today in the last video we have discussed about the theory of demand. Today we will discuss about elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand. You know about demand but you don't know about the elasticity. Elasticity, what is the meaning of this word? Elasticity means how much we can elastic. Elastic means stretch anything. That is elasticity. You can understand this word by the word of plastic, which you have used in the common word. Elasticity means the power of stretching anything. We will discuss how much demand can be stretched. What is the possibility of stretching? This is also known the degree of change in price. Degree of change in demand with the price. This is known elasticity of demand. The simple formula or simple definition if you want to discuss, that is the ratio between percentage change in demand with the percentage change in price. So elasticity is known as E. We will write the E for the elasticity and we will write here D for demand. Elasticity of demand, that is ED. It is equals to percentage change in quantity demanded, or demand, divided by percentage change in price. First of all, we will discuss about this formula. How we can get the other formula, how we can get the elasticity of demand, or what can we do with this. This is the formula. But if we want to elaborate it, we want to get some new formula with it, we will write it like this. Percentage change in demand meaning new quantity demanded minus old quantity demanded. Q1 minus Q divided by Q into 100. This is the formula for percentage change in demand, where the Q1 stands for the new demand and Q stands for the old demand or initial demand. Divided by P1 minus P upon P into 100. Here P1 stands for the new price and P stands for the initial price. If we want to solve this formula, we can cut 100 to 100 with a simple mathematics. Q1 minus Q, it can be written like delta Q upon Q divided by delta P upon P. Now, as per our rule, delta Q upon Q into delta P into P. This formula looks like this. What is this formula? This formula is delta Q upon delta P is equals to, into P upon Q. This is the second formula which we have formed from this formula. We should remember both the formulas. Why? Because sometime in the questions they will not give you the everything in the definite way. Means they will not give you what is Q1. They can directly give you delta change. Delta change in quantity demanded or delta change in or delta P. It can be the change in the price. So you should remember both the formula. I think now it is clear. Now what situations? We will discuss about the situation. First situation. If it is given that prices are not changing, only quantity demanded is changes. Means delta P is 0. If delta P is 0, if there is no changes in the price of the product, but there is a changes in the quantity demanded, then what will be? Our formula is ED is equals to delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. I don't know about any other thing, but I know that delta P is equals to 0. Means delta Q upon 0 into P upon Q. Whatever is in the multiply or whatever is in the divide, if there is 0 in the dividation, then answer becomes infinite. We cannot get any other answer. Because if we are dividing anything by the zero, the answer is always comes infinite. What is the diagrammatical representation? As per our diagrammatical representation, if the price is not changing, then the price is constant. This is our P, which we are not changing, but quantity is changing. This is the diagram for the when the price is not changing or delta P is 0. Now we will discuss about the second situation where quantity demanded is 0. Percentage change in quantity demanded is 0 or delta Q is equals to 0. Means there is changes in the price but the demands are not changing with our price level. Formula is still same. Delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. Delta Q we know this is 0. If we are dividing the 0 by anything, answer always comes 0. So the answer is 0 because if we are dividing anything by the 0 or if 0 is being divided by anything, the answer is always 0. Diagrammatical representation. Demand is 0. Demand we are not changing, so it is like this, but price are changing, so we will fluctuate the prices, but there is no change in the demand. So this will looks like this. This is the diagrammatical representation when the quantity demanded is unchanged or there is no changes in the demand. Third situation. In the third situation, ED is equals to 1. Can you tell me when 1 can become? What is the situation when elasticity demanded is 1? What can be the situation? See, come here. This is the same situation when the percentage change in demand is equals to percentage change in price. If percentage change in demand is equals to percentage change in price. Please remember this thing. There is a word percentage change. We are not talking only about the change in demand. We are talking about the percentage change in demand. When the percentage change in demand is exactly equals to the percentage change in the price, then only this situation will be ED is equals to 1. This situation is also known hyperbola. Why it is known hyperbola? What is the diagrammatical representation? Diagrammatical representation is, in this condition we are having equal rectangles. Equal rectangles means whatever we are cutting here, the same type of, whatever the difference is here, the same is here. This is when we are having the same rectangulars, that is condition is hyperbola condition. These are the three main situations, but two more situations can be possible. That is ED is greater than 1 or ED is smaller than 1. When it can be possible? ED can be greater than 1 when the percentage change in demand is more than the percentage change in price. When percentage change in demand is more than the percentage change in price. Because you know simple division questions, when the we are having two words, then upper word and the smaller, if the downside is smaller digit, then only the answer can be more than 1. And in the other side, ED is smaller than 1 when the percentage change in price is more than the percentage change in demand. This is the situation. These type of questions you can get in the elasticity of demand. can get the numericals from here. Like they will give you percentage change in price is equals to 1.5. Percentage change in demand is 0.5. What is ED? Elasticity of demand. You can calculate percentage change in demand is 0.5. Percentage change in price is 1.5. This is ED. This is 3.33. Like this. Sometimes they will give you quantity commanded. They will give you Q1, Q, P, P1. And they will ask you for elasticity of demand. They can also tell you for the situations for the diametrical representation. These are the only questions which you can get from the elasticity of demand. Other questions can come from the chapter which we have already covered. These both are in a single unit. Theory of demand. In the theory of demand, we have discussed what is demand, how we can change the demand, what are the factors in the demand, what are the affecting factors which can change our demand. In elasticity of demand, the factors affecting the elasticity of demand is always changed like the factors affecting the demand. Why? Because these are the only terms which we have used in the demand. In demand also we were discussing about the price and the money. Price and demand. And in this also we were discussing like what are the factors which can change the elasticity of demand. First thing, taste and preferences of a consumer. Nature of the product, which type of product we are talking. Third thing, the products which what are the other products available in the market, means substitutes products. Next thing, whatever the products is our demand can be shift to the other time. It is a shiftable demand or not. These are the same factors which we were discussing in the demand. All the factors we can use in this also. So I think this is clear all about it. If you are having any query, if you want to ask any question, you can ask me in comment box. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll be with you with the next video for the next unit. Thank you.